Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be taking up a new champion to rank 2 as a 6-star. So this is going to be my third rank 2 6-star. I am quite excited to do this. So without further ado, let's jump into my list of 6-stars. Currently I have Call Obsidian and Wasp at rank 2. And it's about time we're gonna rank up someone else, right? And who are we gonna rank here? Now I do have some options available. Morningstar Mephisto would be fairly decent. Iron Man Infinity War, not too bad. Ebony Maw is getting a buff, so maybe he's going up soonish, but not yet. We also have like Heimdall, Duke Luke Cage, Red Hulk, Human Torch on Duke, Thing, Gladiator Hulk, but this time we are going with Warlock. So I was thinking and planning to do this rank up for quite a while. I do enjoy playing this guy. I do think he's really good. I do want to check him out in more and more content, and yeah, I also think he's going to be good for Alliance War because of several reasons. But yeah, for now we are ranking him up. He's going rank 2. So hit the rank up button. I'm going to try and actually rank him up as quickly as I can. I'm going to use the big tech ISO catalysts. And yeah, even though he's not duped, I think his dupe ability really is not all that important for him. It's basically like a degeneration every time opponent is under infection and they are trying to regen, but it's not a big degen. It's not like it massively improves his damage output. It's fairly small. People were making even jokes that his signature ability should simply say add 6 stones here for prestige kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not bothered at all that Warlock is unduped. I definitely am happy to rank him, especially because I didn't have all that many tech champions ranked. I only had like Sentinel and Ghost as a rank 5s, and I didn't have a rank 2 6-star tech. So tech was definitely one of the classes that I do need to improve my champions ranked up. Other one would be Mystic, because I only have Magic ranked up from Mystic class and nothing else. Yeah, so nearly there. We have a few more ISOs to drop into this guy. Then we're gonna quickly jump in like Realm of Legends and perhaps some Act 6 and check out how he will do. And now I do not have Suicide on me, so definitely do need to keep that in mind. But yeah, so let's jump in Realm of Legends and see how he's going to do. Now I have added my basically Mutant Crit Team and Cable Synergy, because Cable Synergy I think is one of the more important ones for him. Well, realistically he isn't really synergy reliant, but if there is a one that benefits him most, it would be the Cable one, I think, because lets him gain more of these infection charges and place more infections on opponent much easier kind of thing. So yeah, then obviously that also reduces opponent's ability accuracy, so on and so forth. So let's just jump straight in there. So let's see. So Warlock definitely isn't known for his damage. Like if we're honest, he's a fair bit of a wet noodle compared to many other harder hitting champions, but he has absolute tons of utility, which is why I rank him for. He's triple immune, well, double immune plus immune to Iceman and stuff, but and yeah, he can reduce opponent's ability accuracy. Like at this point you can see that he's under 5 infections now, and that means he would have minus 150% ability accuracy. So yeah, at this point, I don't know, Warlock's quite crazy, and the fact that he can deal with all the regens and all that heal block is passive is definitely really useful. Obviously armor buff versus Havoc is always useful, which is one of the reasons why I wanted, I did make a small mistake there, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to rank up my Warlock, is because I could have really easy time against Havoc bosses, and what's best is that he does not need any synergies to deal with these guys. So now I'm playing a bit sloppy there. That's definitely my own fault, but yeah. So let's just get the fight up in track. But yeah, so where was I? I'm definitely kind of excited to test him out in Alliance War as well, because you do tend to see Havoc bosses still quite often, and one of the better kind of solutions is obviously Ghost, if you are running like a full synergy team for Havoc, because then you can deal with him fairly easily. But I think Warlock will be a really good option for Havoc boss in AW as well. Plus, obviously, against any Havoc across the continent, but Havoc is not Havoc isn't the only thing this guy can deal with, obviously. And he has some power control. He's level 1, but level 1 is typically not the one you want to use though. Level 2 is where the money is at. It's a lot of hits, a lot of infection charges, armor breaks, you do more damage. It's just better overall. But yeah, damage output definitely isn't the biggest on this guy. For a rank 2 6-star, this fight is taking a while. He is quite bulky though, I do like that. Obviously it's a good thing that he is also extra large champion, so he's good for variant 3. Sorry, variant 2. He's good for variant 3 because he's a tech champion, however. But yeah, so let's just drop another level 2. It's gonna take a couple hundred hits here without boost and stuff. And I do also like the fact that he's quite suicide friendly. He doesn't really rely on spamming that level 2 too much. And yeah, there are absolutely no kind of issues using this guy with suicides, mainly because he's not reliant on his special 1. And you don't really spam your special attacks just when you reach there. So I think he will do just fine with suicides as well. So last few percent left in this fight, and as we can see with Cable Synergy, we pretty much maintained at least like 3-4 of these infections for majority of the fight, which means that he basically had no offensive ability accuracy. Now it did take us 263 hits, but quite a lot of those hits were also due to level 2 though, so he's definitely not your damage dealing champion. So where can we quickly jump in to check out how he performs in Act 6, I suppose? Well, let's pick a quest, and probably let's just get in. I think I know where I want to head in quickly in Act 6 1. So obviously I can't use 4-star Wolverine, but instead we're simply going to take one of the robots. That will do just fine. And let's quickly jump here on a side path and deal with that Morningstar and then Caustic Temper Archangel and see how it goes. Maybe let's make our way down to Sabertooth if we get enough time. But yeah, so first fight. Uh-oh, again me playing extremely poorly. Can be helped sometimes. But at this point, so we have 1 infection on Electra. So we are also able to bypass the no retreat node with Warlock if we have enough infection charges on opponent. Now there I did make a mistake. Okay, so let's pick up the pace. Now slacking off. So level 2 does decent amount of damage. Unfortunately at the moment all the no retreat nodes have triggered this one as well. So even at 3 we do get them. We definitely haven't had the best RNG so far in the fight, but let's just carry on. We shouldn't be doing too bad. Need be, I can add some potions. As we can see, 4 infection charges, no retreat node. Nothing to worry about there. At this point anyways. Next fight, what's next fight? I think it's Morningstar, so let's just head up over there. Morningstar should be also quite good matchup just because Morningstar will be trying to inflict bleed on us, and every time we are immune to a debuff because of vision synergy, we will gain a fury buff. So that should make the fight quite a bit quicker. So you can see that we have an active fury buff pretty much at all times currently. And there we go. We're about to get the second infection. Perfect. Now let's get to 3. Why not? Let's just So successfully avoided this one, not bad. Need to get that Fury up. But at this point, Morningstar is at 4 infections. So it means we were safe from no retreat 100%. Another level 2 and the fight is over. So you can definitely see that Warlock is not going to be the champion that kind of like blitzes through all the fights, but I do think that Warlock is going to be one of the champions that becomes useful time and time again when hard content comes. As I have showed that Warlock is a really great answer for Mr. Sinister in 6.22 as well. But here let's just see how we do against this Caustic Temper Archangel. So if we don't have Fury buff active, we deal no damage. I don't know why I was not holding block there. I thought I am, but hey. Kabam knows best. So let's drop this level 2, refresh that infection. As you can see, no retreat fails to trigger quite often against us if we have at least like 2 infections on opponent. Now I need to make sure I kind of pause down the fight a bit. So I do want to get the Fury. Come on, give me that Fury. There we go. Now we can drop level 2, get the infections back up. There we go, sorted. So you have to be a bit tricky against Caustic Temper because you can't get carried away too much by building up your infections, because once you go to like 4 and 5, you will not be able to refresh your Fury. So yeah, that is definitely one of those kind of like a bit tricky things over there. So you have Bane and Aggression Fury. Let's just see whether this is where we die finally, because this dude's quite tricky. I always hate fighting OG Punisher. His level 1 hits like a tank, and of course he dropped his level 1 just as Bane Transfer would kind of like switch over. Not a big deal. Now we got a perfect Bane Transfer in, awesome. This one should be in time as well. Yep, wonderful. This one's gonna be a bit late, but not too bad. And his health is quite low as well, so it didn't kind of like lose too much over there. Now, we can definitely see that Warlock is quite sturdy as well. I have made a fair amount of mistakes, but he's still not dead, so that's awesome. Now we have Bishop, Ghost, and I think then is the boss fight. So we will try and make it down to the boss. Hopefully we can make it happen. Let's see how we do against this Bishop. So there we go, we got the first infection on him. Need to be a bit more sneaky. Let's try and push him to level 2. And this one he's already at like 2 infections currently. 30% health left, not too bad. And down he goes. So yeah, this didn't go too bad at all. But we definitely can see that, yeah, he's quite sturdy, hard-working champion. He's made most of the way throughout the entire path of Act 6 by himself, without kind of any healing involved in this case as well. And no Suicide Masteries, nothing like that, so it's not too bad. Now how to deal with this Ghost shouldn't take too long as well, especially because you're gonna have those armor breaks and she can't phase, and it's good time overall. So I accidentally triggered that no retreat. Oh well. What's done is done. So, not too much left on this ghost, and then hopefully we can go and deal with that Sabertooth as well, because that should be quite a good matchup. I like when you can safely run away, even though there's a no retreat global. Oh, that still wasn't enough. 1% left. But okay, so 71 hits. So the hit counts aren't even that massive as well, for sure. Fights aren't like super quick, but they don't seem to drag either. You need to get a couple level 2s and you're pretty much fine for the most part. Now against the boss, I probably should heal up a bit. Just for like kind of safe measure, I suppose. Do I even have? There we go. There are a few potions. Let's just drop in a few in him. Why not? We were quite a bit sloppy on our way here. Made a few mistakes, but 43% on Warlock. That should be more than enough. Because Sabertooth is in fact going to try to regenerate, which means we're gonna have some really fun time dealing with this guy. Again, I was meant to be holding block. I swear these iPhone things, but whatever. So let's go anyways. 20% more than enough. So we have 4 infections. He's consistently losing power, which is awesome. Let's just drop that level 2. Make sure he gets a few more. Couple heavy attacks, why not? This Sabertooth has absolutely no chance. Back up to 4. Couple heavy attacks once again. And there we go, fight's over. It wasn't even that long of a fight to deal with the boss. This was actually a really interesting fight. Might actually clip it and post it as a solo fight, even with that mistake. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So this was taking my Warlock to rank 2, having a bit of fun. And that will do for today. See you guys.